Hey everybody, this is Matt here. In this video, I am going to demonstrate adding the VHS Rewind effect to a video clip in Movavi Video Editor 2026. Okay, well obviously you can see I have the program open here, but I need to import my clip, so I'll move the mouse pointer up and click File Import here. Now I'll move the mouse pointer down and click this Add Files icon here. See this? I'll click that now. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer to the left here of the Open Media Files prompt box and click Desktop to find my folder. Obviously, whichever folder you're using on your system is up to you. Whichever folders you're saving and storing your media in and your project files in are up to you. But my folder is this VHS Rewind import folder here, which is on my desktop. I'm going to double click that now. Now I'm going to double click the clip to import it. Okay, now perfect. Before I proceed any further, I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here and click the File drop-down menu and click Save Project to obviously save my project. So I'm going to click Save Project now. Now this is obviously the first time I've saved this project, so the prompt box is open, the Save Project prompt box is open. So I want to save it to the VHS Rewind import folder here, so I'm going to double click it and I'm going to type in a name here in the file name input box. Just give me a moment, I'm going to type in a name. Perfect. I'm going to type in VHS Rewind. So now I'm going to move the mouse pointer down and click the save icon here on the bottom right of the prompt box. Before I add the clip to the timeline, I want to show you this nifty feature within Movavi Video Editor 2026. I'm going to click the clip. Now I'm going to secondary click it and click File Information here. And you can see the file format is MP4, and this is basically our file information on this file. And I think the most important facts here are the width and height and the frame rate. The width and height is 1920 by 1080, which is an aspect ratio of 16:9, okay? And the frame rate is 30 frames per second. I think typically when you're exporting, it is best to export at the original width and height and original frame rate whenever you can. That's the two most important facts here. But you can see this is how you can get the information on your video files. So I'm going to move the mouse pointer down and click this OK icon on the bottom right. Now back to work. So I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here now and click the clip. Now I'm going to secondary click it and I'm going to click Add to the Timeline. And now I'm going to click at the beginning. Perfect. So now before I add the effect, how about we just simply watch the clip so we can compare it to when I add the effect. So I'm press the play icon here under the preview pane. I'm going to click the play icon here under the preview pane, I should say. So I'm going to click it now. Okay, that's a nifty clip. That's a clip of my brother Randy taking some photographs a few years ago. So now I'm going to click the position indicator here and drag it back to the beginning. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to click the clip there to make sure it's selected. Perfect. It's selected. You can tell it's selected because it's sort of highlighted. Now I'm going to drag that pesky position indicator back to the beginning. Perfect. All right. Now, so the clip, as I said, is selected, and it's now ready to have the effect added to it. So I'm going to move the mouse pointer up and click this effects icon here on the left here. And I'm going to move the mouse pointer down and click VHS. Okay. And I'm going to move the mouse pointer up and click VHS Rewind here. And now I'm going to secondary click it and click Apply to the selected clips. To selected clips, I should say. Now I've added the effect. Perfect. And when I added the effect, you can see this nifty little feature appeared in the top left of the clip there on the timeline. You see that FX1? I can click that now. And this is where we can make adjustments to the effect should we choose to. Okay. Like for example, you can change the opacity here and static and stuff. I'm not going to make many changes. I want to leave it be, basically, to be honest. But you see this blending mode here is defaulted to lighten. I think that's best. Okay, I'm going to always stick with the default with blending mode, is my opinion. You can tinker with it, but just remember the undo icon here on this toolbar here and undo in the edit here. You may want to be really patient with editing these, with tinkering with these features. Okay, so this is under Applied Effects. Remember, we found that Applied Effects under Clip Settings when we click the FX1 there in the upper left of the video clip. But now, see, I'm going to play the clip a little so you can see something. Okay, you can see the rewind there in the upper left of the clip. I'm going to crank the opacity there. I'm going to turn that right up so you can see rewind there. I like that. And now, obviously, you can turn it down, turn it to the left all the way, click it and drag it to the left. Now it completely disappears, but I'm going to click it and drag it all the way to the right so we can see it. And I'm going to click the opacity underneath there and drag it to the right. Perfect. Alright, now I like that. Now obviously this is a matter of opinion. As I said, just tinker with this a little. Just remember where the undo icon is right here, and undo and edit. You should watch it as you're tinkering with it. Just be very patient with it. Now, I'm going to change the tint here. See this blue? I think with the VHS Rewind, it's best to leave color adjustments unchecked. But again, it's all up to you for your project. Creatively speaking, it's up to yourself. But I'm going to change the tint here. And I'm going to change it to, how about this lighter blue? Perfect. And the shadow tint there, I'm going to click that and change it to, how about this darker blue? Nifty. Okay, now remember the opacity, the top opacity there, drag that to the left, click that, drag it to the left, and the rewind will start to disappear. The word rewind in the upper left there. Okay, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to click it and drag it to the right. Perfect. Now I've added the effect to the clip, and now I simply want to export the clip so that the effect's been added to it, and the clip, it's a full clip now. So I'm going to click the export icon here on the right of the screen here. I'm going to click it now. And you can see VHS Rewind is the name of my clip. That's awesome. That'll be the name of the title. And you can see here on the left, okay, this is save video file. See this on the left? We're saving a video file. And MP4 selected. So just click MP4 to make sure it's an MP4. Now you have access to several other video types, but I think throughout the most part MP4 is best, especially considering, remember, with our file information, the original file was MP4. Okay, so now it's VHS Rewind. I'm going to save to the folder now. I'm going to click Browse there. I'm going to move the mouse pointer to the left here to the Select Folder prompt box. I'm going to click Desktop. And I'm going to select VHS Rewind Export. Now, I don't have to open the folder, okay? I can just click it. Now, VHS Rewind Export is selected. You can see it's in the folder name there. And I'm going to move the mouse pointer down to the bottom right of this prompt box and click Select Folder. And you can now see that's the folder, okay? Desktop VHS Rewind Export. Awesome. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer down and click this Advanced here. Okay, video codec is H.264. Definitely stick with that, especially whenever in doubt. Okay, and the frame rate was 30 frames a second. You can see the frame rate here is 29.97. That shouldn't be too bad, but I'm going to click that drop-down menu and get 30 frames exactly. Bitrate, VBR, I'm going to go with Auto. I'm going to click that drop-down menu and click Auto. The sample rate looks good, and obviously, I guess mostly, throughout the most part, you'd want to stick with stereo, so just check stereo. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here and click this gear to the right of H.264. I'm going to click it now. And you can see 2-pass encoding isn't checked. I should check that. You might want to check that because it will increase the quality of the video export. And you can see the preset here. I'm going to click the drop down menu. And you can see film is the default. You also have animation, retro, slideshow, fast to code, and zero latency. Throughout the most part, you definitely will want to stick with film, unless it's an animation, i.e. a cartoon, you drew some pictures, or a slideshow. The others are cool too, nifty too, but I think film will be definitely your best bet throughout the most part. So I'm going to click film. And now speed is trickier because that's a matter of your opinion and a matter of perspective. So I'm going to click that drop down menu, and you can see faster is the default, but you also have the option of ultra fast, super fast, and very fast. You can see all the ones on the bottom. Now, so ultra fast will be lowest quality, very slow will be highest quality, but will take quite a while to export. Now, if you have a very particular client, if you're making videos for a client who is really fussy, you might want to click very slow. It'll take longer, but hey, it'll be highest quality. Usually, my opinion is what's best is slow and medium, and I'm going to go with slow here. I'm going to click slow. Perfect. So, awesome. Now I'm going to click OK in the bottom of this prompt box. Now click OK again. On the bottom right here, everything looks good. And now I'm going to click the start icon to begin the export. OK, I'm going to click start now. Okay, excellent. The video clip is now exported, and you can see that open output folder is checked, which is good because I want to open the folder now so we can watch the clip with the effect added. So I'm with the mouse pointer down here to the right of this prompt box. You see the saving successful prompt box. I'm going to click OK now. To open the folder, there's the video clip with the VHS Rewind effect added. You can see the title of the video is VHS Rewind. I'm going to double click it now to open it in Media Player so we can watch the clip now. Okay, that's a nifty effect. I'm now going to move the mouse pointer to the upper right here of the player window and close it. I'm going to close the folder. Okay, awesome. Now, just a piece of information here. Movavi requires that you put in the description for your video on the platform, video made with Movavi Video Editor, and make sure you place a link to it under that in the description. So you may have noticed that a lot of the time I put video made and edited it with Movavi Video Editor and put the Movavi link at the end of that, like say at movavi.com. You may have noticed that I'll put some text on the video clip. Certainly nothing wrong with that. Movavi requires it. It's probably a little better than a watermark. I think it's okay, personally. Movavi's great software. I love Movavi Video Editor. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. I'll get back to you when I can. I'll answer all I can. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time.